Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Hall again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He's got the connection to Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to the ground with Hall. Taken down at the 30. The Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
To throw, it's Williams.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. To the air, Williams. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space and to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Tackle there by Lewis Cine.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Purdy now to throw.
They're actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down, felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Purdy. Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They'll go. Here's Williams. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and an interesting call there to go for it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised, because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. You try to do something, you got to lead with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Williams flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll give to Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They got a yard on first, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he gets this to Thornton.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Tyquan Thornton
From 13 yards out.
And the Niners are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a
gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing is Williams. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Williams.
To the left side into the hands of Odunze.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one too low.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Purdy.
That's complete right around the 8. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13,
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 72 yards.
And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The throwing here, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked picked off by Jalen Johnson.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do
it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Jamin Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. Here's Purdy.
He's going to let it fly.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Purdy to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.